Someone once told me that we don't grow when we're comfortable. We grow by making ourselves uncomfortable, through the grit and the determination we find the will to win. For us, veterans, first responders, what is the most uncomfortable thing imaginable? Talking. Well, that's what we're here to do. Welcome to Real Talk Mondays, where veterans and first responders come together to share their knowledge to build a stronger community, one real conversation at a time.
Hey guys, welcome back to Real Talk Mondays. Nate here, Logan on the other screen.
That's me.
This week, to start off your Monday, we're going to go ahead and talk about some helping agencies that we told you guys we were going to get a bunch of links, a bunch of numbers to give you guys resources. So we've compiled a small list. It's not all encompassing, but we found some. We're going to make sure numbers, links, websites, all that stuff down below or up top or over here. Don't know.
Who knows?
We're going to put this in there, but they'll definitely be in the description.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about those. We're going to talk about some upcoming things for Second Chance Outdoors.
Whoop, whoop.
And we're not going to have any time for questions.
It's not the Rona.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So to start off with the numbers, some of the numbers for veterans and first responders, you know, if you're, let's say you're in the military and you need some help, but you don't want to go, you know, to mental health, or you want to go to the hospital or any of that stuff. As always, I know they preach it a bunch. Military One Source. You can go there. MilitaryOneSource.mil is the site. The number to call is 1-800-342-3647.
We'll put that down in the description and all that stuff too. So
Yep. Everything will be down there. And it's.
Have you ever used OneSource?
Yes.
So I haven't. So I don't know anything about Military OneSource.
There's all kinds of different agencies that are on there. You can go through and pick, you know, you need marriage counseling, you need just somebody to talk to, you need financial assistance, like anything and everything.
Really?
They have stuff in there.
Good stuff.
And
okay.
Most of what everybody uses it for that I've seen was for counseling. And it's like 3 sessions. You get hooked up with a counselor, and it's usually about 3 sessions that are not recorded anywhere.
Now, do you have to be under VA care, or is that just how does that part work?
The Military One Source was for active duty. I don't know. I'm not sure if VA can use it, but I know that's the one that's pounded a lot for active duty troops.
Okay. That's good to know, because I didn't know that.
Yes. And if you're talking VA, let's say for your mental health stuff, you've got the crisis line.
And I'm not ashamed to say it. I've called it. I haven't called them. I've texted with them before. And it's actually, for me, it was super helpful because it was just a really bad moment in time. And it was one of those things where it's like, okay, I need to talk this out right now with somebody. And I was like, fuck it. Let's see what this is about. And I'll tell you what, they provide some resources. They provide good resources. Even if you're reaching out to them and you're just going through a hard time, right? You're not ready to pull the proverbial trigger or anything like that, but you're just your day is just gone to shit. It's spiraling. You're working towards that proverbial trigger, if you will. Text them, call them, whatever, bounce some ideas off of them, because they will actually listen to what you have to say, and they will provide some good guidance and some good resources. And they just don't push, you know, the VA skittles that everybody has come to know from the VA, but they've actually, you know, directed me and some other folks that I know of to just various levels of care. So don't be afraid to reach out to them, people, because it's ran by the VA. Like, the VA's come leaps and bounds. They've got a long way to go.
Yeah.
But think about 6 years ago, 10 years ago, what that was horror stories. Now they're coming along. So
There's still horror stories out there, but
oh yeah,
depending on where you are, there's a lot of good resources, and not every VEA is like that.
yeah. That's
So there is a number with the option, the text number, and the Veteran Crisis website as well that are going to be, down below.
in the or up here, or are we going?
Maybe, I don't know. What do you got, Logan?
COPLINE. I want to talk about that one for a second. This one hits home for me. A good friend of mine actually reached out to COPLINE during a moment of need, and luckily we were able to have him on the podcast. One of our very first guests, and
He will be returning
yeah,
later.
He's doing
a little bit down,
well.
and we're going to have a little update episode.
Yeah, he's had a run, and he's doing great. And he used COPLINE. COPLINE got him to some care, and it was an inpatient care because that's what he needed at that moment. And I tell you what, it did not adversely affect his career. He has a great chief. He has a great support system at his agency, and it did not affect his career. So don't let that fear stop you from reaching out to these folks, because it's completely anonymous. You're talking to a cop. Cops get cops. Reach out to them. Like they're gonna help you. They're a good group of people. I would, you know what? Fun fact, idea. We should reach out to them. Try to see if we can get them on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And write that down.
Yeah, you should write that down.
In English?
In English, please. Not mumbles. Oh man.
Terrible.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. So the next one that was discovered was one called Share the Load. Yeah, make your jokes, whatever. And that one's run by a National Volunteer Fire Council.
So is it strictly for volleys, or is it for like full timers too? Or do you know?
I think it's just for firefighters, period.
Okay.
Whether or not you're a volunteer firefighter or a full timer, it's just run by them.
Very nice.
So that one is one of the ones, because I went through and I was looking up specifically, cop helplines, firefighters helplines. And there's a bunch of stuff that came up. Like I said, this list isn't all encompassing. So if anybody's watching, anybody's listening, and you've got resources of places that we don't have,
let us know.
Shoot us to it. We'll get them put out.
Yeah, put them either like in the comments. Yeah, comments would be a great spot for it.
Comments would be a great spot. Put it to us in an email. We could push it out in social media, something like that. Yeah. Or, if they're in the comments, we can still push that stuff out.
And then maybe we start working on a resources page for the website. And so we'll start building up a database almost, various resources. And we'll go through them. We'll do the legwork. We'll do some research on them, and if they're a good program, then we'll put them out to you guys.
Yep.
So I feel like we would owe it to you guys to not
push a complete resource page that if you need to and you want to pick and choose, and you don't want to have to sit there and search everywhere to try and find one.
Like, is this one a good one? Is this bad? Like, are they going to help me? Do they even get it? Like, yeah, no, I think that's a good idea. And
we'll have everything listed out for you guys. Just give us a little bit of time after we get done with this episode to get everything vetted and put up.
Yeah, man, because it's going to be chaos here in the next 24 hours. God. One that I want to mention, and I'm going to look at my phone, so don't judge me. A buddy of mine named Josh. He's a firefighter down in Texas. I'm not going to talk to his agency or anything like that, but he has recently started a foundation called What Makes Us Fire. It's a nonprofit organization, and his mission is to help civil service members, whether it's fire or EMS or cops, get the help that they need through. And his big push is the financial burden that seeking help can sometimes bring. And so what his foundation is working on doing is providing that financial assistance to folks that may be going through some shit, and that may be, or that may need it, but they're worried about the financial side of it. And so Josh is working real hard with his foundation to get that up and running. So they're over at What Makes Us Fire. He's on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff too. We need to get him on.
Yep. He's on the list.
Yep, all around good dude, and I vouch for him. So that's another a good one to reach out to.
Yeah. I looked at one. I was looking specifically for fire and EMS, and mainly EMS because I found, the share the load one, and then we've got What Makes Us Fire. But I was looking for EMS specifically, and what came up was the Code Green campaign.
Okay, I have a question because I'm not a fire guy. I never put the wet stuff on the hot stuff. Well, there was a couple times I did that, but
Not on purpose.
What is Code Green? So any fire folks, or do you know?
No.
Okay, I'm curious because I don't know.
Yeah.
What
Let
does that
us
mean?
know what it is.
Yeah, because
We can
I
look
don't
it
have a
up.
clue. Like if it was like the 10-4 campaign, like got it 10-8, perfect. I'm in. I know what these mean.
Yeah, but this one, they've got a couple numbers listed. Now, mind you, when I went to the Code Green campaign page, there's
Yeah.
a whole list of helping agencies on there. And a lot of them were ones that I had already found that we're going through, that they're on that page. But they have two specifically. One's called Safe Call.
Okay.
That was for mental, substance, and other personal issues that somebody may be having. So you can call that one, and then they have just a straight up helpline
Nice.
as well. So I went through that, and it's got, a whole page full of resources and different numbers. And the majority of the ones that I've got on this list, when I found the Code Green campaign page, I had already written all these ones down. They were on that page. I'm like, well, man, I just did all that work, and I could have went here.
I could have just gone one-stop shop. So
One-stop
apparently Code
shop.
Green is a one-stop shop.
But it's got a bunch of stuff on there. So you can, that's one of those ones that I think you can pick and choose and go with.
Find which one works for you.
Find
Nice.
which one works for you. The last one I think that I found is just a crisis text line. And it's for Frontline Help. There's a Frontline Help line to call, or you can text the crisis text line, and you start that by either texting start or help to the number that we'll have listed.
Yep.
And you go from there.
Seems easy.
Yes. And I know there's a bunch more agencies, and hopefully you guys can give us some other resources and put those in our hands, and we'll get that page going.
And if you guys know of some small startups too that are out there just trying to crush it and that are doing awesome things, let us know, because those are the folks that we really want to help build up, man, build this community stronger, and see if we can help those guys.
Yeah,
In
definitely.
some sort of way. I don't know.
We'll figure out a way to help them. I don't know what it'll be.
And we'll figure that out. But yeah, reach out to us if you know one of those, if you know of any organization really that's doing some incredible work, and we'll look into it. And again, we'll start working on that resources page. I better write that down.
Yep. Resources page.
And this is almost like a productive, almost like a meeting of Real Talk Monday.
It's close. But
Kind of weird.
we've gone
Our conversations are normally
way
a little bit
chaotic.
more colorful.
More chaotic.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh man.
So we've gone through the resources, and now we want to move on to what's coming up.
Bzz.
Bam.
Bang.
What's coming up?
We're going fishing.
We are going fishing.
We are going fishing, and I am
Next
so
month
stoked.
in
I
May,
can't wait, man.
in the mountains,
Dude,
in
okay.
Colorado.
We're on the show. You have to. So I remember when we called the veteran that's going on this trip, and I remember the text that you sent me, and I remember responding to you, "Welcome to the Y." Like, talk about that feeling of putting this thing together, because this is all you figured this thing out. You knocked this one out of the park.
I don't know how.
You put it together and you got to notify that veteran. Like, talk to me about that for a second, man. Like, I
Putting
know
it
we did
together
a little bit, but you got to share it.
Okay, putting it together. Grant over at Infinite Outdoors Project. We stumbled upon their Facebook page.
Just
Well,
on
you
a
stumbled
whim.
upon it,
Yeah.
and
Hey,
then
man.
you tagged me in it,
Check this out.
and I was actually driving to New Mexico.
That's right.
I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get to that later. Well, I said I'd get to it later. They sent me a message, and we started talking about hunting. And then it transitioned to where we had talked about trying to figure out something to get into fishing.
Yep.
Because hunting's awesome. We love it. But in the off season, what are we doing to help?
It's a second chance outdoors, not just second chance hunting.
Yeah, outdoors. So what can we do in the non-hunting season, non-big game seasons? Let's go fishing. Let's try. We try and figure it out. And we kind of stalled out for a minute. We stumbled upon these guys. I had a conversation with Grant a couple of times, and we talked about hunting, and then we talked about fishing. And fishing seemed like a really good option that we can do more as an organization during
Especially
those
with the
times.
support from these guys.
Yeah, and huge support. We partnered up with them, and now we're one of their selected nonprofits. So if you go to infiniteoutdoorsusa.com and you sign up, and you can go and select us as your nonprofit. We benefit from it. You'll benefit from it.
They benefit.
So we went through and we decided we're going to do fishing. 1,000%. We're going fishing, knowing we probably are going to be terrible fly fishermen.
Yeah, I've never been successful at fly fishing, like ever.
No.
Not even when we were stationed in Alaska.
No. So we're gonna look terrible, but that will make sure that we don't take pictures of the failures portion of it, or maybe we will, and you guys can see all kinds of how terrible we really are.
We're gonna be bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be a shit show, if you will.
Correct.
But we decided we're gonna do fishing. We need to find somebody. I had just been talking to a vet, texting with him, a long time, texting with him, and he's going through a pretty rough patch, and decided, I was telling him, you need to take a break. And he said, I will when the opportunity presents itself. Bingo. Like, oh, well, you're in luck, because I know you like fishing, and guess what? Now I've got somebody for it. So called you, sent you a message, and was like, hey, we need to do this. Yep, we're doing this.
Oh, okay.
Like, and okay, we're gonna do it 100%. So started getting things set up, booked the trip, and gave him a call, and like, hey, what are you doing on these dates? He's, I don't know, I got stuff in my calendar. Like, yeah, we know all about what's in your calendar. Sneaky. We made sure that that was blocked off for fishing.
Yep.
And you could tell just talking to him, I could hear the change in his voice, like a smile going on his face. And it was awesome.
Heck yeah.
To be able to be in that position, to hear it, I don't even have to see it. I know what happened. To hear it happen while it's going on was awesome.
Yep. Dude, it's that's one of the coolest parts, right? Like, I love being out in the field with these guys. I love taking them on trips and stuff, but like that first initial, hey, you're
surprise, guess what? You're doing this.
You can just feel like weight being almost lifted off their shoulders. There's like sun coming out for the first time, and it's weird to explain it that way. And you can kind of feel like there's some hope.
Yeah.
Like you feel this mutual hope between each other. Like, okay, this is going to benefit him, and this for me reestablishes the why.
Yeah,
100%.
why we're doing it like this, and I have no doubt this is absolutely going to be successful, and we're going to continue doing that.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna have more fishing trips.
Oh, yeah.
So fly fishing in Colorado
It's going to be great.
in the mountains
Yeah.
will
And
be
we're camping
awesome.
by the
And
river.
camping on this one. We'll see about the others,
That's
but
true.
it'll be good to just get out, even if
Heck yeah.
even if it's for a day trip to go fishing. That we take
We
a
don't
vet
catch
or a
anything.
first responder. That day is worth it.
Oh, 100%, man. 100%. I'm not going to catch anything. I'll try.
I'll just hand you the net then.
Yeah, I'll just walk. Yeah. Hand me the
Stand
net,
there
man.
with the net.
Hey, Logan, what are you doing? You're all tangled up. I know.
I caught myself. I don't know how. That net's not that big, man. I don't know how you got tangled in it.
Well, talent and skills and stuff.
It's magic. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that.
Huh?
We're gonna be doing fishing, and it's gonna be great.
Dude, it's going to be awesome.
It is.
I'm stoked. I'm super stoked to come out to Colorado and try fly fishing,
Mhm.
especially where we're going. Like some of the pictures, like that one you sent me the other day, that giant trout, like
Amazing.
I don't stand a chance, but
No,
maybe we'll get lucky.
we're gonna screw up and catch one. I don't know how.
That's the only way we will
Did
catch
this on accident, and I'm gonna claim that it was on purpose and all
Yep.
skill.
But it's all here now, so everybody's
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna stick to my story, even if hey, look. But what about this clip? Like, nope.
Hey, at Bougie Backwoods HQ, we have a sign on the door that says hunters and fishers and other liars are welcome here. We're telling fishing stories when we get back. Man,
Oh,
I
yeah.
caught a shark. It was on a river.
Yeah, it was
a big
well, it was a little one.
fish.
I never said it was a big shark.
It was a weird new species of freshwater shark.
Yeah, it looked like a trout and
You
weird.
haven't heard of it? Come on.
I discovered it. It's gonna be in the history books.
It's gonna be a thing. Oh, dude, that's gonna
But
be
yeah,
awesome.
that's gonna be good. And keep that partnership going. And there's a potential that looking into maybe some upland bird stuff too with these guys.
Oh,
Yes, and
that we have. Is that
I will be talking with Grant.
finalized?
Not yet.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, shut your mouth. Not yet.
I got excited.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But there's
Moving on.
potential for that. What do we got still in June?
June 5th, Ruck in Kansas City, virtually as well. Hop on the website, sign up, get pre-registered. You get a couple of raffle tickets for a rifle. 6.5 Creedmoor, Weatherby, and our buddy Mike Wells is putting that together. He's actually getting ready to do a little work on it. I talked to him yesterday morning on my way to work because he works graveyards and I work terrible hours. So
Yep.
it works. He and I can have that business conversation at 2 a.m.
Nice.
And he's doing a little bit of work on it, and I think it's going to be badass. Actually.
Churching it up a little bit.
Oh man, it's sick. Like it's badass. Okay. And then let's see, June 5th is the Ruck. The very next weekend, I think we're on the road to Utah for Mountain Archery Fest.
Is that one Utah or is it the next one?
Oh, man, I
thought Durango was first.
think Durango might be first.
We'll have to look at the schedule.
I'll have to look at my schedule. But either way, every weekend in June, we are either rucking or we're at Mountain Archery Fest.
That's going to be good.
Man, June's going to be busy.
June's going to be busy. Yeah, it is. There's a possibility, too. There might be some fishing trips sprinkled in there.
Yeah. Maybe after June.
Then, too.
After June.
Yes, after June as well.
And then we're also still looking at, we're looking at whitetail stuff. I mean, it's the Midwest. I have access to some private. And so we're working on what the logistics of bringing a couple of guys into a whitetail camp would look like.
Yep.
And I got a couple of other private landowners up in the area, and they've got property, obviously. And so I'm trying to see if we can put something together where we've got a hunter on my property, and then, everybody, and kind of sprinkle everybody out so you have your own farm essentially to hunt, and then bring everybody back. to our house there at the farm and barbecue and bonfire and whitetail deer camp.
And we'll see if there's a possibility that somebody can get that one thunder chicken.
Oh, that's right.
There's one guy.
There's one guy.
One guy
Yeah,
out there all by himself.
Yep.
Just one.
I'm so lonely.
He's either lonely or scared out of his mind.
Or stupid.
Or dumb, and he's just purely surviving on dumb luck.
Anyway, we'll see. I hope we can get everything worked out for that whitetail hunt, because I think
that would be fun too.
Yeah, man, just get a bunch of guys in the camp, and whether it's bow or rifle, because you can hunt both during the rut. So we'll figure it out. And if it's rifle, then we'll sprinkle everybody out in different places. If there's bow, I mean, we can put a couple of
one tree.
on. Yep, spread them out a little bit.
You guys are all being one tree facing different directions.
Well, not quite, but
Close
I
enough.
think not this coming weekend, but the next weekend I'll be up there putting in some food plots. So I'm a little behind the power curve on getting the plot down, but we'll
True,
we'll
but
make
it's
it work.
better late than never.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Yeah.
We'll get it done.
So hey guys, those are our updates that we're bringing to you along with our resources.
Boom.
So we'll get those pages up. We'll work on that page of resources and keep you guys up to date on what's going on. And next month, when we get done fishing,
We're going fishing.
we're going to be putting up pictures of, hopefully, fingers
A
crossed,
fish we didn't catch.
a fish we either didn't catch or like the one that got away.
Yo, we need to go to like Walmart and buy one of those giant body pillows of a fish,
And just have it hooked onto
just
the
in
line.
case.
Yeah.
Just in case we don't catch anything.
The only thing
else.
we caught was this giant
Boom.
pillow-fish.
This giant pillow fish.
But we're going to have updates of the fishing trip. That's going to be awesome. We're going to have a great time. It's going to
Heck yeah.
be super
Who knows? We might
beneficial.
even record a show from there.
We might.
Hey,
You never know.
could be a good time.
So you got anything left?
Yeah, I do. I want to leave a little weekly wisdom that I thought of out on my ruck today. And the topic of it is, don't let self-care take over. And what I mean by that is, don't let your self-care become an excuse to stop doing hard things. Okay. Yes, take care of yourself, reset your brain, take care of your body, all those things, but don't let that be, your healing process. Yes, it's part of it, but you can't just sit on the couch, do nothing and be like, I got to rest today. No, rest every once in a while, but keep pushing and keep building and working, because that's what's going to get you to that next level and where you want to be. Sitting on the couch, doing self-care every single day isn't self-care. It's being lazy. Flat out.
Fair enough.
Don't be lazy. Take care of yourself, but don't be lazy. Happy Monday.
Enjoy your Monday. Enjoy your week.
Yeah, man.
We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Real Talk Mondays. Until next time, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit 5 stars on whatever platform you're listening on. Make sure you check us out on Instagram over at Second Chance Outdoors. And until next Monday, we'll see you on the mountain.